Hi, Kimberly here, talking to you, to guests, or sometimes to myself. Join me for spontaneous conversations, Bible studies, or a little creative expression. It's a biblical buffet. Hope you enjoy this episode of HolySmorgasBlog.
So I'm reading 1 Corinthians 11:1 again. I read it countless times. Follow me as I follow Christ. To say to people, follow me as I follow Christ, that's bold. And I thought, could I say that? Oh, you want to know Christ? Oh, you want to be Christ-like? Oh, no problem. Follow me. Follow me. I'm following Christ. I'm acting like he is. I'm talking like he is. I'm reacting like he is. I'm thinking like he is. I'm doing the things that he does and would do. So just follow me. Could you say that? I mean, I want to think I could. I want to say that. So when I hear this, it's all of his characteristics. Follow me as I follow Christ. Follow me as I have all the characteristics of Christ. Now, not saying that I would be perfect, because that's impossible to be perfect in myself. In him I am. Clothed in him I am. Spiritually I am. And I'm working out my own salvation as you are. But to be able to say that, we should all be able to say that, right? So I had to stop and ask myself and really meditate on that. Some of us might say it, but go, follow me as I follow Christ, but I have a limit. Okay, follow me until Thursday. Follow me as long as I'm not inconvenienced. Okay, follow me if it doesn't cost me any money. Follow me if it benefits me. Follow me if I don't have to make any sacrifices. Follow me if I will be seen by others. Follow me if I can put it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow me if it's picture worthy, if it's hashtag worthy. Follow me. Hashtag follow me. Oh, yeah, okay, you can follow me. Can we say that unselfishly? Can we say, follow me, and it's all about them? And then we should be duplicating ourselves. We should be not just saying, follow me, but we should be teaching them how to walk, teaching them how to talk, teaching them how to think, teaching them how to work, teaching them how to socialize, how to interact, how to represent. You're doing it for others' sake. So Paul made this follow me statement, not in pride. It was totally for their benefit. That's the other thing about follow me. He's saying, for your sake, for your benefit, in order for you to be helped, in order for you to grow and mature and to know Christ more intimately, follow me. He loved people. He wanted better for people. He was a teacher. He was a mentor. He was a discipler. Being able to get to the point of saying, follow me as I follow Christ to someone or a group of people is a sacrifice, because there are things that you have to do in your relationship with the Lord in order to get to the point of being able to say that. In order to get to the point of knowing that you're not going to cause somebody else to falter, to stumble, to fall. You have to get to a point to where you know that if you followed me in public or in private, if you could get into my business in the most intimate way, you would see that I am following Christ. There are people waiting for us to start spending intimate time with God, to become more like God, so that we can get to the point of being able to say, follow me, so that they can look to someone and say, that person is someone that I could emulate, until I can say myself to someone else, follow me. People are waiting for us to get our acts together. People are waiting for us to yield to the characteristics of Christ. There are people waiting for us to actively turn ourselves away from our own reflections, get our eyes off ourselves, and get our eyes on God, and get to the point of being able to say, follow me as I'm following him. There are people waiting for us not to be self-absorbed. This is an incredibly narcissistic society, and narcissism almost seems like an epidemic right now. And we are here for people. We are not here for ourselves. We are created in the image of God for people. And our time on this planet is super short. We need to have empathy as leaders, as people who are following Christ, as people who are going to say or are able to say, follow me as I follow Christ. We have to have a love for them. If you don't love people, I used to not like people at all, to an extreme. Once my relationship with the Lord started, that's one of the first things I prayed for. Like, I really want to love people like you do. I don't know how. And I prayed for a love for people, and he gave it to me almost, I'm like, you gave me too much. I have such an incredible love for people now, and an empathy for people. It's pretty intense. To lead well, in order to be able to say, follow me as I follow Christ, well, you have to love people. And when you love people, you are empathetic, you are sympathetic, you are merciful. We should be crying with those who cry, mourning with those who mourn, laughing with those who laugh. There should be an empathy. If you don't have empathy, it's part of love. But if you have love, and it's just not to that point of empathy, pray for it. Just ask the Lord, will you give me a heart for people? Praying also helps. Praying for people, your empathy grows. That, seriously, that works, that helps. If someone is not doing the beautiful works that the Father sent them to do, then don't believe them. And sometimes you don't know enough, especially when you have a new relationship with God. You don't know enough to know if that person is walking rightly or not, and you learn along the way. That's where you're studying. You're studying yourself. You're getting to know God yourself will increase your wisdom and increase your discernment. It's a spiritual gift, discernment. You know between truth and lie, between good and evil, between what's right and wrong. You have a supernatural discernment, and it goes along with your relationship with God. But even if you don't develop that yet, knowing the Word of God, you'll be able to compare people to Christ. You'll be able to go, I can't follow that person, or I can follow that person because they are or they aren't following Christ. So I could talk a few more hours on godly leadership and holy leadership. That's a whole different topic. But as far as being able to say, follow me as I follow Christ, look that up yourself. Read it in context. Meditate on that. Ask the Lord what that means to you, what that means for you, what that means for him. To act like he does, talk like he does, think like he does, react like he does, and be the person that you need to be for him for the benefit of others. Okay? Be followable.
Thanks for joining me for another HolySmorgasBlog.
Guest contributions aren't necessarily the same as or representative of the host, program, or affiliate. The studies and views here aren't necessarily an exhaustive knowledge of scripture or life. Please confirm for yourself by studying the word in context. It's recommended to do so slower than this disclaimer.